Hello, guys, and welcome to the Gamers Talk. This episode is going to be Gamescom and Windows. With me, myself, Crispy Chris 62, and this is
Cino Gaming. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I really hope you enjoy what we got here today.
and we also like to thank our partners, We Game Here. Please go to the official WeGameHere.com, and also our partner EXG, Extreme Xbox Gamers Facebook page. So we're very excited to do this talk. I think we just wanted to get together to talk about the upcoming Gamescom and the release of Windows 10, and we're very excited to talk about it. So first up, Windows 10 launched yesterday, and I have to say I'm actually amazed because it is really great. Now, this is a gamers talk, so we're going to be talking a little bit about how Windows 10 affects the gamers. Now, Windows 10 comes with an Xbox app, which we're going to talk about it. So first up, the Xbox app. It basically connects to your Xbox and has all your things that you would like the app to have. It has your activity feed, where you can see who's playing what games. It has your friends list. It has your pins, which you can see. It's got your screenshots and game DVR. And one feature that everyone's going crazy about is the ability to stream your games from your Xbox One to your PC. And we've both had the privilege to testing this out. So we're going to give our verdict and impressions for you guys. So you want to start off your impressions, Corey?
Yeah, sure, not a problem. Yeah, the feature, honestly, it took me a little bit to actually understand how to do it because there was a bunch of updates that I really needed to do in order to get it. But once I finally got it, I started playing a few games on it. It was absolutely beautiful. It's running at what, 720p right now?
Yeah. So it's running at a bit of the low quality, but it's gonna get even better in future updates.
And to be honest with you, whenever I was playing it on my laptop, and my laptop's not the greatest in the world. In fact, it's just a standard laptop where I can just, do Facebook and stuff like that. It's not meant for gaming. And it was absolutely beautiful. I was able to play Call of Duty on it and World of Tanks on it, and it just ran so smoothly, so beautiful.
Yeah, and I've had the same experience. I was playing The Witcher 3 and GTA 5, and they're absolutely fantastic. Now, the quality's a little less than I expected, but that's going to be fixed. But in terms of how it runs really smoothly. Now, you can have wireless or wired connection from your PC to the Xbox. Corey had the pleasure of wireless, and I had a connection, and we're both having very nice. The streaming was an amazing quality. No really hiccups. Maybe one or two hiccups when you first start streaming, but from then on, it's really smooth. And the controller plugs in really nicely, and it really works well. And I think it's a really nice addition. When you first heard that the Xbox One can stream to PC, what did you expect?
Well, to be honest with you, I expected a lot of things. A lot of things like the smart glass and stuff like that. How it had all its problems and stuff like that. I expected this to be a huge mess. Come in there and it's not connecting correctly. There'd be some kind of lag or something of that nature. But after I started doing it, it's absolutely wonderful. I mean.
Yeah,
I was expecting a lot worse. Just being honest with you.
Well, I think we were expecting something to go wrong, but it actually turns out to be pretty smooth. Now, I was in the testing program, so I actually had it before Cino. I've had it for quite some time, and I was going to give my review and impressions, but I don't think I actually got around to doing it, or I would need another camera, which I don't currently own. So, but anyways, let's talk about the availability and how the reasons to use game streaming. Now, other people have said it's pointless. Why would you use it and all of that? But C-Note brought, because C-Note's a family man. He has children, and they all want to watch TV and do their own stuff. And in his heart, he really wants to game, don't you, C-Note?
Of course, man. Of course, I love gaming, but as a family man, I've got to let them do their thing.
Yeah. So you watch the family's on the wanting to watch TV, but you're playing a really gruesome game of Gears or something, and they want to watch TV. So you simply go onto your laptop, you press Xbox streaming, they watch TV whilst you still play the Gears or whatever multiplayer or game you wanted to play without any pausing or stopping the game whatsoever. So it's really nice and easy to use. So the fact when people say it's pointless, I don't. I think it's a great feature, and it's a feature that has so many possibilities for the future. Maybe one day we could stream the Xbox onto your phone, so you could be playing, some crazy idea, but you can play Xbox games on your phone. I think that might be the future.
On the road?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. You could just see people playing on their phones, controllers in hand on the bus, just sitting there. Get down, motherfuckers.
Yes. I think PlayStation had this idea of, I think they're one of their phones or Sony phones where it plugs into the controller and then they start playing it. But I'm not sure how. If that's available, or is that just a myth where it actually exists?
I've seen it, but I haven't really actually looked into it, and I really don't hear a lot about it. So I'm not sure if that's even a thing anymore.
No, and also to say, people have always been wanting like an Xbox portable. With the PSP, PlayStation. People have always been wanting an Xbox portable, and it just makes sense with the Windows phones, actually playing an Xbox game on your phone, which is a pretty good idea. And if that can happen with today's technology, it seems to, phones are getting more powerful, technology is advancing, and, tablets and whatnot. It can be a possibility in the future. What do you think about that?
I think it's honestly a great possibility, especially with how big our phones are getting these days. Have you seen some of those things? Those are like tablet phones.
Phablets, they're called.
Yeah, phablets.
So big, they had to invent a new word.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, God.
So, also, DVR is included in the Xbox app, and I didn't know this. But we just found out that the DVR allows you to record 2.5 hours of gameplay footage, and we're yet to confirm, but I think you can also record your voice as well.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little experimentation, and then we're gonna put it up on our channels a little later on today if we can get it to work.
Which to think about it, it's actually really great if that's a possibility. There's no really reason to get one of those expensive Elgato. Sure, the quality and all of that, but it'll be really nice though.
Yeah, it'll be great. Yeah. It'll be great for funny videos and stuff like that. If that is something that is actually happening and that is real, it would be really nice, because I bought an Elgato and I love my Elgato, but having to set it up, set my laptop up, set myself up in the living room and all that good stuff, it's a pain in the butt, but having the simplicity of this would be amazing.
Yeah, and we came up when we were playing GTA 5. We said, wouldn't it be great if, I was playing GTA 5 on PC and I recorded my 2 hours with my voice, and then C-Note does exactly the same. And then when we come to like editing our videos, we can like share our gameplay, edit it out, and make some really great funny times. And I think the possibilities are there and are just waiting to be unlocked.
And if they are not there, Microsoft, you need to work on that, because that would be freaking awesome. Freaking awesome.
Yeah, they do. So as we know, it's only day 2. C-Note's been having a few problems with the party chat system. A few bugs. Can you explain what you're experiencing?
Yeah, just some audio issues, not being able to adjust the volume, such as whenever a game is too loud, I'm not able to adjust it unless I actually go into my computer and turn the volume down. But that also turns down the party chat volume. They need to put some kind of like mixer in on the actual app. That way I can change up the game volume and the party chat volume and all that good stuff and just make it all cohesive.
Yeah, and just remember it is day 2, but these bugs are to be expected. But it's great to give feedback about these bugs exist so they can fix it straight away. Which I think whether in the next week they'll iron these bugs out, because it's really nice at the moment, and it's only day 2, so it's really exciting.
Right, oh yeah,
so,
I mean.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what they can do with this app. If they can, I want to see what they can do in a week, and then after that, I want to see what they can do in a month. I want to kind of do reviews on that. I want to kind of, I want to show the progress that Microsoft is making.
Yeah, and what I think is really great, they've recently added, with Xbox app and feedback for it. So if you go on Xbox.com feedback, you can actually put feedback on the Xbox app, and you can even do feedback right from the app. So you don't even have to go on the website. You can just do that. And I think Microsoft and Xbox team have been constantly putting updates. Now, as we know, the Xbox took a break from its updates. We didn't see much updates from to the Xbox, apart from backwards compatibility. But then we got updates for the Xbox app. And then probably when in a couple of weeks' time, we'll get the updates moving to Xbox. So don't worry about that. So next thing I want to talk about is PC and Xbox cross-platform play. We know it's coming, but what do we think about the ability to play on your PC and the ability to go on your Xbox and both playing against each other? And we know the first game to implement this is going to be Fable Legends.
Well, I can't say much about Fable Legends because there's a bunch of stuff I can't say. But I think that would be pretty interesting to see. Now, the one thing I'm worried about is that PC gamers have. Do you know what a macro is?
Think so.
Okay, so basically, yeah, I'm a bit worried on that end for the people to be able to that people on consoles and stuff will be a little bit at a disadvantage when it comes to games like that, because they'll PC gamers already have those macros to where they can just do it and it automatically does something for them while they do something else. So that's a worry on that end. But if they could fix that to where it wouldn't happen like that, that would be really cool. But
yeah. I see where you're coming from. Like, keyboard and mouse is actually better than the controller. There are advantages of using both. There's advantage for using the controller, and there's plus sides for using the keyboard and mouse. And it's just the way to balance those out.
Yep. Me personally, on shooters, racing games, and stuff like that, I definitely love my controller. I just feel like it's a natural. But I know a lot of people that do better on shooters with like keyboard and mouse. They can slap people down just as good as I can with my controller.
Yeah. Also, I got something to say. I think Bowen Beedrew. Beidrew 1111 came up with this idea that Xbox is not a console anymore, and it just really sort of proves it, doesn't it? Because Xbox is now becoming sort of a service. When people thought of Xbox, they think of the console, but now it's becoming a service where even if you're on PC, you're still connected to the Xbox servers and playing against someone on a console. So technically, Bowen is right in this case.
Yes, and I really thought that his idea of it not being a console anymore is definitely something that Microsoft was pushing for with the Xbox One. They wanted you to buy the Xbox One, but they knew that in the near future that they were going to implement it within Windows 10. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a brilliant thing to do. I can't wait until more games coming. Even though there's exclusive games for Xbox. What I think Gears is coming to PC. Other games, I think Halo. But there's games exclusive to that console, which makes people want to get those consoles, makes people proud to have their own console, to make sure the developers aren't skipping the console, because people are still going to get consoles. I don't think I would be gaming without my console. If PC is quite hard for me, and I don't game right on PC. Having had the original Xbox, the 360, and now with the Xbox One, I've always been a couch gamer and better with the controller. So it'd be just weird if I went to PC.
I agree.
Yeah.
But here's man, I just lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me in a minute. Huh?
Are you eating anything?
No, I'm moving stuff around.
All right. So let's talk. Moving on from the Windows 10 and cross-platform play, we know it's coming very soon.
Oh, I'm sorry. It came back to me. I am so sorry.
Yeah,
Whenever we're playing, let's think of it like this. Microsoft is a huge company, so whenever you think of Xbox and you're saying, hey, this is exclusive to my console, my company, right? Well, think about it like this. If it's coming to PC and it's coming to Xbox, they're owned pretty much by the same company. So PC gamers and Xbox gamers getting both of them at the same time, I don't know. I always thought it was weird that it came out on the Xbox but not the PC kind of stuff.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you there. Or I think Gears of War comes out, I think it's 2 weeks or a week first on the consoles and then onto PC. So it's a bit weird. But I think they just want to get those consoles to be sold, because otherwise no one will be getting consoles. Even though I would really like a console, if games constantly went on PC, there is not really much reason to get a console other than the preference of using a controller.
This is true. This is very true. I personally think that like I was saying, if they're going to come out for the Xbox, they need to come out for the PC as well. They just need to come out at a later date. That way that people they have a reason to buy the Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next thing I want to talk about, I'll just put it here because I've actually had some news about DirectX 12. We know that went sort of missing, and not a lot of people were talking about it. People were really talking about it, and then it went silent. We never heard of that phrase again, and then it appeared up because PES 2015 or PES 2016 has got DirectX 12 support, which it was going to be running at 720p, and it's now actually running at 1080p. The developers even said that this is down to the DirectX 12. Now, the first game to show DirectX 12 is actually going to be Fable Legends coming up, which I've always said. So do you think that will make still a big impact? And why don't you think people are talking about it as much now?
Well, for me, I think there was so much talk about DirectX 12. There was so much debate and controversy if this was actually going to work. But whenever I think that whenever facts started showing up, actual facts, like, the Fable Legend thing with DirectX 12, it's going to be showing on that and stuff like that. People didn't want to focus on facts. They wanted to focus on rumors. So, because a lot of the people that you see on Facebook and stuff are sharing YouTube videos of rumors and all that good stuff. So it's not as juicy to have facts.
If you share a rumor more enough, it becomes a fact. That's the thing.
Yep.
It's like a game of Chinese whispers. One person shares a rumor, then another and another until it just becomes fact. And then the media says, yeah, it's real. So Yes.
But that's
So
that's the same thing about Xbox. I mean, there's so many rumors on Xbox. Like I went to the store the other day, and they're still thinking that the consoles are what was it that you couldn't sell your games back to game store because they're locked to your console.
uh,
People still believe that.
and also, yeah, I think we'll a little bit touch on about the media. You know, Star Wars Battlefront. We know it's coming to the Xbox, PC, PlayStation, right? But people think it's still coming to the PlayStation 4, only on PlayStation 4. It's just like, are you serious? And it's what I find really annoying. If you go to anywhere in the world, go into your game, your Walmart, whatever, and you go in and you see posters, and it would look as if it's exclusive to that platform. Now, if I look on the Xbox side, it doesn't look exclusive. It even says at the bottom it's coming to other platforms. But if you look on the PlayStation poster, none of that, just says it's coming on that console. And yeah, go on then.
It's all about how they do it. That's what they want. They don't want people to look at facts. They want, just like on Destiny, there was a lot of people that were so upset that they went and bought a PS4 because they thought that it was only going to be on Destiny, and that's their sell point. They want you to not realize, hey, this is coming to other consoles as well.
Yeah, and I think this is very weird, and I think it's a subject that a lot of gamers have touched on. But it's the advertising is slightly different from PlayStation and Xbox. From the PlayStation is like literally hitting you with advertising, like brainwashing you in saying that, you know, Black Ops 3 is PlayStation 4 exclusive. No, it's not. It's just the DLC that is going to be 30 days before Xbox. So I just find it absolutely crazy that people think, you know, Call of Duty is exclusive to PlayStation, even though Call of Duty has been on Xbox all this time.
Oh my god, don't even start on Call of Duty. Don't even start. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate people.
Yeah, I know. It's really down in the matter of money. Now, PlayStation at its E3 really did, you know, it had a bucket. It was literally chucking money from the bucket to all these developers and said, you know, we're going to make it look as if your game's exclusive to our platform. So more money, please. And then they basically did that. And it was a real shame. But in saying that, I don't think PlayStation had a lot of games, but they were multi-platform. Now, in my opinion, Xbox won E3, and even the sales prove that. But Xbox even more so won E3 because it showed exclusives and not much of multi-platform. If anything, I think it was only Fallout 4 that they showed that was multi-platform. So they're excited.
Yeah, but they showed Fallout 4 because
yeah, mods.
I'm not
mod support.
It's the mods for it, but is that coming to PS4?
Yeah. Well, I read somewhere where the mods were. I think it was coming first to Xbox and then a couple of months, but they were being very silent about it. So.
Okay, so we'll have to do more research. I don't want to say that it's only on Xbox. I don't want to say that.
But the best thing is, at least we're talking about mods and not actually full games. I mean, is that game coming to Xbox? And we're the constant debate of all of that. It's just, oh man, crazy. Yeah. So going on from games, we know Xbox is having another conference. But not PlayStation is going to be nowhere to be seen this time because of Gamescom, August the 4th in Germany, very, very soon, where we're going to see some very great exclusives from Xbox. And we're going to see games such as Quantum Break. And we're probably going to see gameplay and maybe even the TV show, what they announced way, way back. We're also going to see some scale-bound gameplay. Very excited about that. We're going to see some Crackdown gameplay. Everyone's really excited about this one. And we may even see some new IPs amongst the Halo, Forza, and Gears. So it's a very exciting time. So first of all, you know, Quantum Break. What do you think of Quantum Break and about the TV show?
Okay, to be honest with you, I have not heard very much about the TV show because honestly, I'm not a big TV goer. I don't watch TV a
Mm.
whole lot.
But do you think it's cancelled?
I don't think it's canceled. I think they're just waiting for the correct time to bring it out because and to be honest with you, I don't think they're going to be showing it at Gamescom because they've realized that kind of stuff doesn't really go really well
No,
on a
unless they
gaming.
do it really quick.
Yeah, I was about to say it has to be like boom and out.
Yeah,
They
on
they,
the
they
side
don't want
note.
to focus on that. But Quantum Break, oh my God, it's just like the Division. I've been seeing so much about it, seeing gameplays and stuff like that since the game came out. I mean, since Xbox came out, and I'm really excited to see it and play it. But they keep teasing me, so they better come up with that soon.
And they've been working on this game for a long time now. And so, from what we've seen of gameplay before, it looks as if this has got a lot of time into this game. It looks as if they've put a lot of resources into this, and I'm just really excited because I know that Remedy Entertainment is the developers. They've done Alan Wake, which was an absolutely superb game, and I remember playing that game and coming out of that game memorized. I even wrote a little short novel about Alan Wake because I was so involved with the story. And maybe even if I get to 1,000 subs, I'll show you that novel. Right. So what do you think we'll see from Quantum Break? Do you think we'll still see some gameplay?
I think we might see a little bit of gameplay. I really hope that they show actual footage gameplay, not this not the video style, all 100% scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate scripted stuff. I really want to just see gameplay. I want to see like they did with Rise, Son of Rome, where they actually got the guy up there and started playing him.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Where it was like, even though Rise was quite straightforward, there were some paths you could go. But I think the story is going to be very important because Remedy Entertainment is the best for story. And I'll still really get it because it's just a unique concept. And I don't think it's ever been done before. This sort of it's called Quantum Break because it breaks the quantum mechanics and physics. It's just insane. And that's one of the reasons I love Quantum Break, because of the ambition to actually say, we're going to do something different, something that you've never seen before, and we're going to do it on the Xbox platform. And that's what gets me excited.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So are they okay, I know a little bit about this, and you're saying they're going to be breaking the quantum physics. This brings me back to some childhood memories of Deadpool. if you've ever experienced him, where he breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah. What do you think?
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Like you grab something from the title screen or something and beat someone in the face with it or something like that. That would be hilarious. I would love.
Deadpool actually did that.
See
he got the I think it was the health bar or something, and then stabbed it through something. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Deadpool.
I think with this, going back to the TV show, I know that's slightly different, but it could really work really nicely. Say if you were watching, say if like the TV show is not actually a separate thing, but if it was integrated into the game, so no loading and all of that, just instead of like the cutscenes, it goes into this TV show, and then you make choices in that show, and then you go straight back to the gameplay.
Wait. So basically, what you're saying is like they act out this stuff, and then there'll be options at the bottom of the screen, and you choose what they do on that next. Oh, that would be cool.
I think they're actually going to do that. I have a feeling that is the direction they're going to do it in.
Because people want choice. If I know whenever I watch a movie or a TV series and it doesn't go the way I like, I get pretty upset. So this could be
Yeah.
very interesting to see how that would turn out.
Which also might explain why it takes them quite a long time to do it.
Yeah, because you got to go in each direction. You can't
Yeah,
just go in
yeah,
one
yeah.
direction. You got to go in every direction. Yeah, that would be cool. I would
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah. So, and when they first announced Quantum Break, they said they were going to integrate TV. No one clapped, but it's still a really nice idea. But they said it was going to be different than you've never seen this being done before. I really intrigued to find out if this is going to be a success or if people are going to hate it. So maybe they're going to take risks. And this is a game I'm going to really like because developers do take risks, but this seems a really big one because it either can make or break the game.
Agreed.
Yeah. So next game, Scalebound. Now we saw this, and we saw a trailer of this, and from what I looked like, I want to say I'm really excited, but I'm not, unfortunately. I did like the concept. I liked the idea of having Beats headphones, doing some like weird moves, and then touching a dragon, riding it, and then changing form, and then turning a corner, and then these giant beasts, and it's just a really nice concept. And I think we'll see some gameplay, but I'm not quite as excited as I am for Quantum Break and Crackdown.
You see, I'm actually the opposite. I am excited to see this go on. It's they're classifying this as a JRPG, aren't they?
What, Japanese role-playing game?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, I could have sworn they said something like that. But anyways, we're moving on past that. I'm excited about it because this is one of those games that gets me excited to see where they're going with it. If they show some gameplay, if they show it to be a single player game and it's you're going around killing monsters, that's cool. That's cool, all that good stuff. But what I really want to see from it is a co-op experience that you can have with your friends, that you can take these creatures that you go and make a bond with. You go and make dragon fights, and once you get when you get all your friends together, you go, like in the trailer they show this huge ass Hydra looking thing up
Hydra,
in the sky.
that's the name. Yeah.
See that would be cool to have all your friends come together and go and fight that thing, and be an epic battle, and y'all are all just sitting there trying to coordinate attacks and stuff like that. That's exciting for me. That's exciting.
Yeah. Well, that is actually something I would really like, but if it turns out to just be a sort of a single player, the concept didn't really get me, but I may change for what the gameplay is like, because it's people judge games on just trailers, and I think that's the wrong thing to do. I think you really have to judge something on the gameplay alone. Really,
I'm a kid at heart. I like to imagine greater. I like to imagine things being better than they are. So if this game turns out the way I'm predicting it will, I'll be ecstatic. I'm going to reserve that game immediately.
But it's really nice because I think we were talking in a party chat with myself, Baron, and we were talking about is Scalebound is really fresh. It's not really been done before in this kind of manner. And I think that's a really nice, because it's a unique concept, a new first party, which is just really exciting. And Xbox had been sort of hammering, this is going to be the best exclusive lineup in Xbox history. And to be fair, it has been. If you count E3 and Gamescom, it's the best exclusives Xbox has ever had. And this is just one of those lists. If this is successful, this could actually be a franchise. And I think that's what Microsoft are looking for. They're looking for the next Halo or Gears.
Yeah, because they knew that Call of Duty was it's always going to be multi-platform. They knew that whenever they dropped the Surface with them, they knew that was going to happen. So that they did a really smart move, allowing PlayStation to get that, because now they can focus on all more money towards like you said, a new franchise, something that people will go back to and always love. I remember playing Gears, Halo, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I know. I think it's really important for Microsoft to find a new franchise, even though we will probably all like a, can you imagine like a Halo 42 or something,
Oh
way in
Jesus.
the future? I know people, once people have a great game, they tend to make sequels, then sequels, and then sequels, and as we all know, sometimes those sequels aren't as great as the original idea and concept. Now, this could be another one of those. Great game, fantastic. We've got great sales. Let's make a sequel. Oh, it's not quite as good. This franchise is, it's nearing the end, because that's what kind of happens.
Here's my idea.
Yeah.
Here's my thought process. Okay, whenever they first originally make the game, they give them a 5-year to 6-year period to come up with an idea, to come up with great ideas, get all the levels and all that good stuff. And after it becomes a success, they're like, okay, you have 2 years to make the same thing, but not as good. And then they go down to 1 year and stuff like that. For me, I would rather them only make two or three of that franchise in that console's lifespan. Not like Call of Duty where it's every year. I want them to make the best games possible. I want them to come up with fresh ideas, fresh and new ideas for the franchise. So
Carry on.
No. That was me. That was done.
Well, yeah, I think that is the thing. That's why Halo and Gears for me still is successful as it is. If Halo had a new Halo every year, I can guarantee people will not really buy the next Halo. But what Halo does really nice, there's a long gap between each Halo. I think it's about 3.5 year gap between each Halo. And you can see the different cycles and what they've changed, what they got rid of, what they're going to develop and learn on that. So when Halo 5 comes, they've learned throughout the previous ones and they've nailed the Halo experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you remember right, Halo 4 was released on November 2012, somewhere in there. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely a huge gap. 3 years for a game that they've already perfected. Most of it's for like the new stuff that they're coming out with it, like the Titan Smash and stuff like that, and the acting.
Compound.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for Halo. This is the first Halo I've been excited for since Reach.
Yeah, and that is saying something.
Oh yeah, Reach was an amazing game.
Yeah, and I think the deal. I know we're going off topic because it is Gamescom, but Halo is just got to be fantastic, and I'm really very excited about this, just because the fact of the co-op play and how much passion. If you go on the website 343 Halo Waypoint, that's what it's called, and there's so many great videos about the developers and about the passion they've put into Halo 5, and you can really see that. You can really see each developer loves to work on Halo. Now that is something to be noted of. If you've got a developer who doesn't like the game they're working on, fire them immediately, right? Because Halo develop 343, each one of the developers loves Halo to his bits, and they're working on it to make sure it's the best Halo ever. Very excited.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of forgave them for Halo 4. I wasn't, I got the game and I really wasn't excited because it was their first Halo, and there was a lot of stuff that just made me mad about the game. But Halo 5 has promised me something different, and I'm going to go for it, especially with that amazing mode that they're coming out with. But we're really getting off topic, so let's get back on topic.
Yep. So next game, Crackdown. Now, this is probably one of the games people are most excited about. Now, the reason for this is not just because it's Crackdown and Crackdown again on the Xbox One. I think Crackdown was like an open world, very cartoonish style. You could literally blow up everything. People had a lot of fun. Then they released Crackdown 2, and it didn't go quite so well. And then years later, they just said, we're going to do another Crackdown. People went mental when they showed off that trailer. And the reason for it is because apparently they're going to be using cloud, which we haven't had that word since Titanfall. I don't know what happened, but suddenly cloud disappeared. But I think cloud's going to make a reappearance with Crackdown, and we're going to see the best destruction in a game ever.
I can agree with you on that. I've seen the trailer, and you know me, I love Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I've never got into the franchise. Number one, I played it; it was okay. Number two, let's just say I sold it in the first week because I got frustrated. but yeah, I think depending on how things go, and I might buy it. But the cloud is, like you were saying, that's the first time I've heard that since Titanfall.
Yeah, whatever happened?
I don't know. They may have needed to go back to the drawing board on that one because they may have brought it up wrong, just like they brought up a few other things wrong.
But I think the possibilities are there, and I do think we're going to see some amazing gameplay that's going to literally blow people away. I think we're going to see, buildings falling down. What we saw in the trailer, I can guarantee that that's going to be actual. When they show off the gameplay, they're going to do exactly the same as what they showed us in that trailer. I do think with DirectX 12 that they're actually going to implement this, and they did a demo months back where they showed DirectX 12 and they showed buildings falling down, and developer actually said, this is something we could include in Xbox One games, and Crackdown might be the game they're going to actually do that with. And so it's going to be really exciting to see what they're going to do with all this explosions and destruction.
Oh yeah. The Xbox has definitely got a lot of stuff coming up in the future that's just super exciting.
You mentioned destruction, and I'm sold. I am, because
planes, D4, grapple hooks, we're sold. That's all we need.
Yeah, I remember when you saw, I don't know if you had the same experience, but when you saw Battlefield 4 for the first time, and you saw that building come down, you didn't even care what, like, the Battlefield and all of that. You just cared about that one building falling down in the map of Shanghai, and you were sold on that game. I've never seen a trailer or a gameplay trailer where one scene in that trailer sold you on a game straight away.
Oh yeah, I mean the other maps, it doesn't matter. We all voted for that map. We're going to that map. We're going to play that one. We're going to blow the hell out of that building. I don't care.
I sold Battlefield 4 because Battlefield Hardline, and I sort of gave up playing it again. But I remember just going onto a server and always doing Siege of Shanghai because that was my favorite map for that reason only. And I wish, games do that again, where they really sell you on one concept. And it just says that people really want that destruction idea. It was new and something that people didn't expect that can happen in a console game. People can expect it in a PC game, not a console game. So it just blew people away.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I expect within the next 3 years that we're going to see some of the most amazing features and some of the most amazing ideas for games that are going to come straight from Xbox, the Xbox brand. I can't wait to see all that.
It's just absolutely fantastic. So also we've got an Xbox exclusive, but I don't think it will make an appearance, Recore, which was the new exclusive they showed off. It looks fantastic. Do you want to say, are you excited about that from what you saw at the trailer?
From what I saw in the trailer, yes, but it's one of those ones that really didn't show much for me to get excited for. I mean, it looks like it's just going to be a single-player game, kind of like Assassin's Creed Syndicate is. You know me, I'm a huge multiplayer fan. I get more excited about multiplayer stuff than I do single player, because whenever I buy Xbox whenever I bought Xbox Live, I expect to play with people. I want to play with people. I don't want to
Yeah,
be by
well,
myself.
that is the reason for getting Xbox Live. So yeah.
Just like Fallout, I want a multiplayer mode. Get it?
You've just annoyed Anchorman, no?
I don't care. I don't care. Anchorman, bring it on, brother.
Yeah, you know, for me, I think single player speaks to me more because that's what I always used to. Even if Call of Duty had multiplayer, you know, I think I brought it first because of the single player because I just loved the single players, and then I went on to the multiplayer. And if it has, I think multiplayer should be an addition now. I think if you're gonna do a single player and if you've got time, then do multiplayer. Don't put a multiplayer just for the sake of replayability because sometimes it's just not as great and it just ruins the game if you put multiplayer into a single player game that is meant to be single player. You agree with that?
Yeah, I can agree with that, man. Hey, I know we've had a great conversation and all that good stuff, but I really got to get going. Thank you for having me on your channel,
do you want
brother.
to say you could? Oh, we'll finish right now then.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks so much for watching, guys. And this was Gamers Talk with C-Note Gaming and myself, Crispy Chris 62. Gonna leave you, C-Note, to sign yourself out.
All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to Crispy Chris 62. He's a great guy. And don't forget to check out my stuff. I'm going to have stuff up as soon as possible. I'm just, you know, had a new baby and moving and all that good stuff. So I will have stuff back up. You're going to see SmackDowns like you've never seen before. Anyways, guys, it's your boy C-Note. Peace out.
Thanks so much, Sino. And this is just Gamers Talk, and you know, just two gamers wanting to talk about the hot topics, Gamescom and Windows 10. And we're so very excited about Gamescom, and we can't wait to August the 4th. So thanks so much for watching, and as always, put your thoughts and your comments in the description below, and I'll see you on the next video.